Hello, Gundam fans. It's Speedball Haro, and today I got for you guys a bit of a special treat, and that is not one, not two, not three, but all four of the first wave of the Mobile Change Haro collectible little figures that you can get at pretty much any normal retail that, well, would of course carry Gundam-based, figures and all that stuff. So yeah, and these were, I honestly didn't think I would get these guys. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I actually got lucky and found these at my local Target, and really lucky because this was the last set they had, the complete set. I was surprised to find them all. I mean, it was a mess there when I went. So when I found the first three, I was like, maybe I should get them. But then I was like, nah, maybe not, because I don't have the last one. But then I found Unicorn just like luck. So yeah, I just figured I had to get them then. But yeah, it's really cool. These are very interesting. I'll give you that because they're sized. They're like almost a pop can size, guys, as you can see. See? And the artwork on these are pretty cool. I mean, you got, of course, the main Gundam that's supposed to be on it, but you can tell the Haro parts because it's got it looks like a shell now. It's really interesting. See? And this, of course, how it looks directly when you buy it. It's cool because you get the window so you can actually see the figure in there. That's pretty cool. I like that. I really do. And of course, most of the Haros here are all the same color except for, well, for one. That's the one thing I will say about this first wave that sort of confused me, actually. I understand why, of course, we got Zero and, of course, RX, and, well, you gotta have Unicorn that many times. But ZAKU, honestly, is the odd one in this group. I mean, you got three big Gundams and then just a normal grunt. I mean, I could understand the ZAKU for the RX, of course. You can get that combo, but if that's the case, why not give us Char's ZAKU? Then, it'd really make more sense. But, I mean, it's just like three big Gundams and one grunt. It's sort of like they're teaming up on him. It's just that. All right, but let's take a look, guys. Let's look at the ZAKU now. I do like, though, the shell look on him because it looks like he's got extra armor now. It almost reminds me of the G40 style ZAKUs that were in the promo video, almost. As you can see. Now, of course, I'm going to take these out in a second, guys. I just want to show you guys the packages, of course. Ooh, the interesting part is I like the tops of them, as you can see. They all have their Haro designs on the top here. It's really cool. I like that. And, of course, each of them have, like, a different... Well, you could pretty much call it a V-fin, but, of course, they don't actually have fins. So you definitely got to like that. So, yeah. Now, the Wing Zeros was actually more surprising to me how they designed the wing parts for him because, well, I mean, you guys obviously know his wings are quite big. And being out of the, well, four of them, he's the only one with a backpack accessory, pretty much. Now, this one was interesting for the Unicorn as well. That V-fin crest deal is supposed to be the Unicorn mode's face right there. That's really interesting how they did that. It's interesting. It's too bad they don't do that with, like, the Haroplas, though. That would be really nice to see more of. All right, guys. Now that we've done that, let's, of course, open them up. They're pretty easy to open if you've... Simply put, if you ever had a can of Pringles, literally, you just pop the tops off, just like that. And all these covers are supposed to come off, but I think this one's been stuck. Here we go. See? It's literally just a piece of cardboard. Yeah, and of course now we just pull out. Oh, there's a little tape in there. I didn't even see that there. And I always have my knife right here. There we go. I'll pull that out in a second. And let's take a look at the RXs right here. There he is, guys. The RX. I do like it. It's all ready, built. And of course, when you adjust it, you move his backpack back from what I can see. There you go. Such. Oh, that's cool. They got a storage spot for the gun. That's really nice. I like that. Makes things so much easier. You just fold up the back armor, and well, it looks like about it. Yeah. Oh, my bad. Yeah. See. Now, of course, as you can tell, the articulation's pretty basic, guys. It's not going to be a lot. Though he does have head articulation. That I'm a little surprised about. I do like that. Arm, my favorite, of course, but legs. Now they're well, let me make sure. Yeah, they're connected together, guys. So yeah, not happening. Plus, half the waist is, well, right there, built in. So yeah, it's not going anywhere, guys. But yeah, it's a pretty cool little chunky little figure. Definitely like. All right, give me one sec, guys, and I'll get the rest of these all out for you. are, guys. All of them opened and ready for battle. And as you can see, they're really interesting. Very limited in articulation, though, of course, due to their transformation gimmick and, of course, size. And to quickly show you what their size would be, say, for example, with a Gunpla, here's the entry grade RX-78 with, of course, the Haro Change RX-78. So, yeah, it's definitely SD scale, dudes. So, if you were wondering. But it's not bad. I still like the details on these little guys. Interesting note, though, when you're putting the weapons in, they are a little tight to get in there, so just a heads up on that one. Yeah, and it seems each of them do have a little bit more articulation depending on their body. What it means is, like, the RXs here, see, you can actually bend the legs. See, they just need to be adjusted, looks like. So, of course, you have the shell here that might bump around, but it's no big. Now, of course, if you're wondering, no, sorry, guys, the beam sabers don't come out or anything. Same with the unicorn, though I noticed his legs are a little easier to bend. So yeah, now you can have him in a flight mode attack. Wee. You gotta have a little fun. But his head articulation is pretty good. You can get it around. Same with his arms, stuff like that. And of course, the guns are accurate to, of course, what they're supposed to have, though they are very small. So yeah. Let's see. And of course, you got the ZAKU here. Now his waist, as you can see, he too can do the slide gimmick. And he does have full arm articulation, just like the others. Though I noticed his head is a little tighter to move. And being that it is a bit bigger, it's his mouthpiece is like lined up with the chest, so it's only gonna move so far, guys. See, this is pretty much without like forcing it that you're gonna get. Though I do like the machine gun here. I do like this. It's pretty cool. Now, of course, if you're wondering, no, unfortunately, he can't do the two-handed style grab of it. Sorry, guys. But you know, I still like it. It's pretty accurate for such a small little gun. But I feel like when you're standing him, he's looking straight down. I don't know if it's because of the shell back here. I'm not sure. Maybe that's just how his head was designed. It just looks like he's only looking downward. Okay. Now, the Wing Zero, guys, honestly, is the most interesting in the bunch. I say that because, not only because of his wings, because as you can see here, he has his wings now. He can fly. And they do have their own ball-jointed articulation, so you could, if you wanted to, put him in a pose like this, where the feathers look like he's doing like a feather shot attack. Whoosh. Wow, that actually is a pretty cool idea. Why don't they give him that ability? But I noticed when I was taking him out, his arms are very articulated, guys. He's got a lot of articulation in these arms. And just like the others, his head can move back and forth so far. And his legs definitely like moving, guys, so you don't have to worry about that, as you can see. Though I noticed his setup on the back here of the leg spot for that pod, for his Haro mode, it doesn't fold up like the others. See, this is his, and see, there's the RX's. His only folds up to one length. These are double jointed. His isn't. But then again, that's probably due to how his Haro's pod shell pretty much combines. That would be why in his case. And I do like the fact he's got he's got his Buster rifle right here. Now, of course, if you're wondering, it's actually both. It's in combined mode, guys. It's not just one single unit. It's combined. It's just sort of a machine gun style now. Machine gun Buster. That's funny, but I like it. It's fun. We got to have fun with our toys. So yeah, that's them pretty much, articulation and all that for that. Now, of course, if you give me a second, guys, you will see, of course, their Haro modes. So give me one sec. Haro mode, or the mobile change Haro, or as you probably joked about, maybe mobile Bakugan. So yeah, this is the Haro mode, guys. And yeah, not terrible, not bad, guys. Though I know some of them were a little tricky, specifically in this case, the ZAKU and the Blue Zero for transformation. I said because taking a look, it gives his legs to fold in all the way, so it just lines up. And when you realize the way that this comes in, it's not bad, but you sort of have to make sure all sections are plugged in together when you put them together, or else it's going to be popping out a little bit, which, as you can see, I'm trying to keep it as this is. But yeah, they're really nice, and I do like the fact that the V-fin designs are molded into the actual pod shell, so I do like that. I do like that. And the painted, of course, so that makes sense. That's really good news. Now, other than that, the only thing I noticed that I'm pretty sure you can now see is that, well, you can, well, you can see their butts. I mean that literally. These would be the butts of their mobile suit units right here. But yeah, so I mean, if there was like a cover for that, yeah, no big. But other than that, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. And of course, for size comparisons, real quick, I of course have my TriStar Haro Pla. So yeah, the actual change Haros are a bit bigger than the regular Haro Pla, if you were wondering, guys, in that sense. But yeah, they're really nice, and of course, they don't really have articulation, so to speak, minus rolling around and such. That would be about it. But I do like the fact that their bottoms are designed in a way where you can actually just sit them like that, and you don't have to worry about them just rolling off anywhere. So yeah, I do like that. And would I recommend these? Yeah, definitely. These are fun little gimmick toys. Easy to get, easy to play around with. And of course, if you know someone that just likes little collectible little things like that, these would be fun for them. Kids especially, even says ages 4 and up, so that's good. But yeah, these would be fun little toys for someone you know that would like them, or little kids who would enjoy that. Oh, and if you're wondering if there was anything else in the containers, there's that one strip of paper that you see here that makes up that, if I can get my light in there, that mobile change haro in the background, that gray piece back there, that's actually the little manual to how to transform them. But you do need that in there if you want to reuse the cylinder part, for storage wise for these guys. But yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you all for coming, and I am interested to see if they will do a second wave of these. I might pick them up, and if anything, what mobile change haro mobile suits would you guys like to see get one? Please leave them in the comments below, and I'll see you guys later.